My girlfriend demanded I choose between her and my deceased mother's ashes. I chose the ash. Rebecca stood in my living room holding my mother's urn like a hostage. Said either it goes or she goes. Mom had been dead for 3 years, cremated, sitting peacefully on my mantle. Rebecca had been in my life for 8 months and was now demanding I choose between her and 3 pounds of human ash. It started smaller, much smaller. Rebecca didn't like that I kept Mom's reading glasses on the bookshelf. Said it was creepy. I explained they were vintage, beautiful, reminded me of her. Rebecca bought me a decorative box to store them in, hidden but accessible. I agreed, thinking it was compromise. Then she targeted the photos. Not all of them, just the ones where Mom looked better than Rebecca. Mom at 30, stunning at my father's promotion dinner. Mom at 45, radiant at my college graduation. Those had to go. Rebecca said it was weird to display photos of dead people looking younger than your girlfriend. She was 26. Mom died at 71. The clothes were next. I kept Mom's favorite sweater, wore it sometimes on cold mornings. Rebecca found this repulsive. Said wearing dead people's clothes invited their spirits. When I laughed, she accused me of not taking her spiritual boundaries seriously. The sweater went to storage. Mom's jewelry stayed in my safe. Rebecca didn't know about it until she saw me cleaning the pieces one evening. Her grandmother's engagement ring, some vintage brooches, a tennis bracelet from their 25th anniversary. Rebecca's eyes lit up. Suggested I could honor Mom's memory by letting her jewelry be worn, appreciated, loved, by Rebecca, specifically. I said they were being saved for my future daughter, if I had one. Rebecca assumed that meant our daughter. Started referring to the ring as hers eventually. Posted about inheriting family heirlooms on Instagram. Her friends congratulated her on being welcomed into the family. Mom would have hated her. The kitchen purge came during month 6. Mom's recipe box had to go. Rebecca was vegan and the cards were soaked in carnivore energy. Her spice rack was contaminated with non-organic residue. The cast iron skillet she'd seasoned for 40 years was promoting toxic attachment to material objects. Rebecca replaced everything with her approved items. Bamboo cutting boards, ceramic knives, a blender that cost more than Mom's entire kitchen had. She found Mom's diary while illegally snooping during month 7. Read it cover to cover while I was at work. Confronted me about an entry from 2018 where Mom had written she hoped I'd find someone kind. Rebecca wasn't mentioned. We hadn't met yet. But Rebecca interpreted this as posthumous rejection. Demanded I burn the diary to release Mom's negative energy about our relationship. I refused. First real refusal. Rebecca cried for 6 hours. Called her mother, her therapist, her spiritual advisor. All agreed I was emotionally abusive for prioritizing dead opinions over living feelings. Her spiritual advisor, who charged $200 per phone consultation, said Mom's spirit was blocking our relationship from beyond. The ultimatum came after she'd moved in, against my better judgment, but after tremendous pressure about commitment and growth. She wanted to redecorate, remove all traces of Mom to make space for our energy. The urn was non-negotiable. It was her or ash. I chose ash. Rebecca didn't believe me. Laughed, said I was being dramatic. Started packing Mom's urn in bubble wrap, explaining she'd found a nice cemetery in New Jersey, already paid for a plot, already scheduled the interment, already invited her family to the healing ceremony, where we'd release the past and embrace the future. I took the urn back. Rebecca grabbed it. We stood there playing tug of war with my mother's remains. The lid popped off. Ash spilled on the carpet. Not much, but enough. Rebecca screamed like she'd been contaminated with radiation. She spent the next hour in my shower, crying about death particles in her aura. I spent it carefully vacuuming my mother up, trying to separate her from regular dust. Impossible, but I tried. Rebecca emerged wrapped in towels, demanding I choose right now. The ashes of her. No discussion, no compromise. She'd already called a moving company for the morning. If Mom's urn was still here, Rebecca wouldn't be. I helped her pack. She couldn't believe it. Kept saying I was choosing death over life, the past over the future, dysfunction over healing. Posted on social media that I was in a codependent relationship with my deceased mother. Her followers validated her trauma, called me Norman Bates. The moving truck came at 8 a.m. Rebecca supervised while doing a live stream about escaping toxic attachments. Told thousands of viewers I'd made her compete with a corpse. The comments were brutal. I was getting death threats by noon from people who didn't understand irony. She left Mom's jewelry, forgot about it in her dramatic exit. Or maybe remembered it wasn't hers to take. Either way, I changed the safe combination immediately. A month later, she sued me for emotional damages. Said living with human remains had given her PTSD. Said I'd lied about the ashes being decorative. Her lawyer dropped the case when I showed him her Instagram posts calling herself a death doula and selling courses on communicating with the deceased for $500 each. She's dating someone new. Posted photos of his apartment. No family photos, no sentimental objects, no evidence of a past. Just white walls and her bamboo cutting boards. She finally found someone empty enough for her to fill. Mom's urn is back on the mantle. Sometimes I tell her about my day. She never complains about my decoration choices.